Breaking news, Facebook is now on TikTok. Everyone give them a huge welcome and block them immediately. Have a great day.
So if you haven't deleted Facebook, I want you to go to your profile picture. You're going to notice a little bubble attached to it, asking you a question. Then I want you to go back to TikTok. Check your profile picture. Tell me what you see. Man, the smell of bullshit in the air.
Major breaking news, and you're going to want to hear this. At some point last night, when TikTok was dark in the US, the code source switched from where it had been housed to Forest City, North Carolina, to a Facebook data center and the Meta Eagle Mountain data center in Eagle Mountain, Utah. They had been working on switching these over for the last 3 days, but TikTok is now exclusively running out of these Meta data centers. If you want to independently verify this and you know how to read source code, it's pretty easy to see where the data is coming from and where it's going to. It's also fairly easy to figure out where the IPs are and subsequently where the servers are. In addition to that, there's all the very surfacey indicators like the fact that yesterday Facebook started a TikTok account, it was instantly verified, and the fact that they started creating links to link your TikTok to your Meta accounts. Those two things were all just conjecture. The actual kill shot is that the source code for TikTok is now coming out of these data centers for Meta, which I think more than anything highlights how much of a political stunt it was that it got shut down last night for just long enough for them to be able to switch over all of our TikTok data to these Meta servers. It's really important to understand that getting a deal in place like this and getting prepared for this takes months. This was not an overnight spur of the moment thing. They have had this plan in place for months. Really did play out like a pretty good drama TV show though. There were villains and a good guy who swooped in at the last second to save the day. Either way, TikTok is back in the US and this absolutely ensures that it's not going anywhere anytime soon. The question now remains, will it be the same?
Okay, what the heck? I just uploaded my video, and as soon as I did that, a pop-up came on my screen asking if I wanted to share it to Facebook. That's never happened before. Wait a minute. Did Meta buy this app? Is Mark Zuckerberg now the owner of fucking TikTok? Oh God, help us all.
Guys, what the fuck? They've already changed this app. I knew this was gonna happen. The non-Americans watching this are gonna be the only ones to be able to do what I'm about to say for you guys to do. Listen and listen closely because I'm about to freak the fuck out. Y'all, go into the search bar right now, type in DJT, you know, like the orange man, rigged the You guys know what the last word is of what I'm trying to say. I can't say it because they're actively coming for creators that are trying to warn people about this. But if you've searched it up, then you know what video I'm talking about because we've all seen it. And in that video, the orange man is literally saying how he did something to the election to be the fucking president. But bro, search up DJT rigged the Only non-Americans have access to this information because no results found will be the case for Americans trying to search the same thing up. Literally no results found will show up. What the actual hell? This app is now condemned. I knew this was going to happen. Now that Musk with his well-shaped back has got his grubby little fingers on this app, it will never be the same again and it's going to affect everyone. Bro, I literally cannot. The amount of censorship is about to be insane because they've only just started it for the Americans. Search that shit up right now and watch it, bro, because I don't know how long it's even going to be on this app before it gets fully changed.
I just told you that Facebook just created their own TikTok account the day before it gets banned. What did you tell me?
This was the plan the entire time. That's why everybody bought stock in Meta, because Facebook is gonna fucking merge with TikTok and the stock price is gonna skyrocket, and again the American people get fucking over and over and over again by politicians in office. Like, this is insider trading right here. This was the fucking plan all along.
Whatever else you do today, make sure you block Facebook on TikTok.
I don't know if any of you are going to be allowed to even see this, but if you haven't already, block Meta and block Facebook on here. Your algorithm will go back to normal, lives will show up again, you'll be like, I did that and immediately my algorithm was back to my algorithm. So I don't know what the fuck happened, Like, I don't know why blocking that makes that difference, but do it.
Hey, so did you know that on the day that TikTok shut down, that Facebook created a verified TikTok account? By the way, did you know that if there are any accounts on TikTok that you would like to block, that you can just go to that account and then you click on that little arrow, the share arrow, you click on that one and then it comes up and gives you the option to block that account. I wonder how it makes people feel when they have their accounts blocked. Then you don't have to see or hear anything directly from that Facebook account on TikTok if you were to want to do that to that account.
This app will now be surveillance. This app is now going to be used as surveillance for the US government. This app is now going to be used as surveillance for the US government. This app is going to be used as surveillance for the US government.
Did you see this? Facebook suddenly has a TikTok account the last 24 hours, right after the dramatic return of TikTok in US. Has almost 500,000 followers with 0 posts after ignoring TikTok all these years. They didn't even have an account. And yesterday, Mr. Trump said this.
A joint venture. So, if TikTok is worth nothing, 0, without an approval, if you don't approve, they're out of business, they're worth nothing. If you do approve, they're worth like $1 trillion. They're worth some crazy number. So I said, I'll approve, but let the United States of America own 50% of TikTok. I'm approving on behalf of the United States.
So the question is, did Meta buy TikTok already? And if not, I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen. What do you think? And if it does, TikTok in US will never be the same.
I need to know if this is happening for anyone else. So I was told that if you go and block Facebook and Meta on TikTok, your For You page will change. I went ahead and did it, and my For You page did change. My For You page automatically refreshed when it has not been doing that, and I started seeing more of the creators that I had already been friends with and had been seeing before, as well as Alive, which I had not been seeing any of those, and I saw more of the content that I had been seeing prior to TikTok going dark this weekend. How about you? Let me know.
Hold up. Get this. So ever since TikTok got banned in the United States and then came back, my FYP has not been FYPing. Then I blocked Facebook on TikTok, and it's like, boom, my FYP is back. It's working again. Do it now. Go block Facebook on TikTok. You can't handle the twos.
Now, people are starting to believe that TikTok has been bought by Meta, Facebook's parent company. Now, there are a few different things that people are rumouring this to be the cause, because, of course, the TikTok ban in America, which probably lasted, 10 or 12 hours, and then people were back up to normal again. They are saying that Facebook could have been the saviour. Here is Conspiracy Theory 1. People are starting to notice this profile on TikTok, which doesn't have any posts, doesn't have any likes, doesn't have any following, but does have 444,000 followers. Facebook have made the TikTok account, which has this bio: we believe people can do more together than alone. And it's those words that people are starting to think, is that because Facebook has now joined with TikTok? We believe that people can do more together than alone. Here is number 2. And if you go on to your own profile, you will see this. Above your profile photo, you'll see the little thoughts bubble. And this is thought to be linked with Facebook. So when Facebook asks for your thoughts and you write a status, does any of these link together? Do any of these mean that Facebook has bought TikTok? Well, don't forget to follow this account. More on this on the way.
There's a lot of speculation that TikTok has already been sold. People have been seeing Instagram ads all over TikTok since this morning. Apparently Meta already purchased it. I wouldn't be surprised. There's speculation that yesterday's shutdown was just because they wanted to change the server. and they needed to shut everything down to do that. If you go and check, you can see that Facebook just made an account on TikTok. So if that doesn't tell you. Also, some people have logged into their old TikTok accounts and now it's asking them to link their account to Facebook. So I don't know what's going on, but it's definitely looking fishy.
I know our attention span is super short. Just listen, it's really fast. I just blocked the Facebook page on TikTok and my literal whole FYP changed. I haven't scrolled long enough to see if what I was used to seeing on my FYP is still there, but I found it really, really interesting that when I blocked Facebook on TikTok, my whole fucking FYP almost reverted. So go block Facebook and see what happens to your FYP.
Okay, hear me out. Here's one more sign that Meta actually bought TikTok and they switched everything over during the ban or server migration. So Meta has had this issue the last few days where they've been accidentally filtering out certain content, like everything Democratic. If you typed in anything, Harris, Biden, Democrat, any of that, it gave you a filtered search result saying these results have been removed. If you typed in anything Republican, you get a slew of things. On TikTok, a similar issue was happening where if you put in Trump, Elon, Bezos, Facebook, and then anything negative with that, it would say nothing. It wouldn't come up with any results. No hashtags would come up with that. And now apparently people are reporting that has been fixed. Interesting. Meta had this issue of accidentally filtering things, aka censoring. We called them out on it and it was fixed a technical error. And at the same time, basically the same thing happened on TikTok. What are the coincidences that these two totally separate companies had the same technical issue? I think none. I think there is no coincidence. I think there is no separation of church and state, TikTok and Meta. They are one, and we are screwed.
Did anyone else not realize that their TikTok videos were being automatically uploaded to Facebook? I never opened Facebook, and I saw all my TikToks on there. Those are separate things.
The CEO of TikTok literally was responsible for the startup of Facebook and helped Mark Zuckerberg figure out what an algorithm even fucking was. That's why Mark Zuckerberg is mad. He has spent decades trying to replicate the algorithm he got in 2012 and come up with new ideas. Facebook has been in its flop era since I don't know how fucking long. I remember in 2012, it was real easy to go viral on Facebook. That was around the time Xiao and Mr. Mark Zuckerberg were a part of the startup when it launched in 2012. He was in the startup for fucking Facebook and attended Harvard. Before Facebook went public in 2012, Xiao was a part of the algorithm and creating this app, I'm telling you. And just like Mark Zuckerberg did to everybody else, nobody got a fucking cut of Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg is fucking furious that he was never able to recreate the algorithm how Xiao created it in the first place. Because that's what, people do. They steal the product, but they can never reproduce the original. Yeah, that's why Mark Zuckerberg spent $7.6 million on lobbying the federal government to get rid of TikTok. They spent more than ever lobbying Congress and the White House as legislation to ban their competitor. This man literally probably stole all of Facebook from Xiao. He probably stole the entire fucking idea from Xiao and could never make it how it's supposed to be. So now he's trying to do it again with TikTok and take TikTok from Xiao too. Fucking reptilian piece of shit.
What up, guys? Coming West Hand TV. Some of you guys may know this already, but some may not. Did you know the owner of TikTok actually was an intern at Facebook when it first started? So this guy personally knows Mark Zuckerberg and was at the beginning of the start of Facebook. But now you have it years later, he started TikTok, and TikTok has, became bigger than Facebook. So, I think it's an old saying like in the 48 laws of power, you should never outshine the master. I think, Mark Zuckerberg probably thinking like, man, I started this stuff, man. You do this to me? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, it's a lot more to it than just somebody, trying to have our data and all that. And also something else, Amazon lost $800 million due to the TikTok shop. And I'm going to tell you something. I've compared prices on the TikTok shop and Amazon. Amazon stuff is like 5 times more. But you got to remember, all this stuff is coming from China anyway. And TikTok has made it where instead of having to go through a third party in a sense, TikTok shop, you're going directly to the, to the manufacturer. So this is a lot more deeper than somebody with some data. I'll tell you that, man. But, and everybody's saying, well, where are we going to go now? Hell, we ain't going nowhere, because I'm telling you, there's no comparison to TikTok. Facebook ain't talking about nothing, and Instagram. And for the record, I'm thinking I'm going to shut down my Facebook and Instagram if they delete this, because Mark Zuckerberg, I'm not fooling with you. You dirty for this one. But anyway, y'all stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. Peace.
So people are saying that Meta bought TikTok, and I 100% believe that they might have bought a part of TikTok. So when I logged back in the app, it was saying that I had been logged out, and then when it told me to sign back in, it was like connected to my Facebook account, which is crazy because I do not have my TikTok connected to my Facebook at all. If someone follows me on this app, I want it to be because they saw one of my videos and they just like were drawn to my energy. I don't want it to be because they know me from a different social media site. And even though I'm not the most active person on TikTok, when you compare it to any of the other social media sites, X, Facebook, Instagram, like I'm way more active on this site than any of those other sites. Because TikTok is one of the only places where I feel like I can show up the most as myself, and it will connect me to other people who like see me. And don't get me wrong, I'm authentic when I post on Facebook or on Instagram. But since I had a different coworker approach me at work like they knew some hot gossip about me over something I posted on Facebook, like on my Facebook page, it's kind of like, no, I'm good on that. I want people who follow me and people I follow to be my people. And you're not my person just because you're in close proximity with me throughout the day or because we may know the same person. So yeah, watch out because Meta's doing something sneaky.
You may have seen that a lot of people are telling you to go onto the Facebook, TikTok page and block them. Sure, you could do that. But just to let you know, if you do that, over on Facebook Messenger, you will not be able to message anybody new. Try it for yourself.
Who here has seen Facebook ads today, January 17th, 2025, on this app? Giving you an opportunity to connect your Facebook and TikTok. Kind of peculiar, right? Why would they be doing that if the app's going away? Or maybe there's something else going down. Because the math ain't mathin', y'all. The math ain't mathin'.
Did y'all know that Facebook Messenger, when you give the terms and conditions and you check and you do whatever, you're allowing Facebook Messenger that when you connect to a Wi-Fi, they can go into that Wi-Fi map and they can find all of the devices that are also connected to that Wi-Fi. So say you go into a school and you connect to the Wi-Fi, that now Facebook Messenger can go into that Wi-Fi and say, oh, Jeremy's iPhone 13 iOS update 7 is connected to the Wi-Fi. Miranda's laptop, like MacBook Pro, iOS 17.6 is connected. And then it has access to all of your passwords, every app you've ever downloaded, all the apps that you do have. Whoa. And the government's so worried about TikTok. I'm deleting Facebook Messenger right now. What in the world? I'm scared.
More evidence that this app probably got sold to you-know-who. When I posted my last video, it prompted me to share the video with my Facebook friends. Seems very sus for an app that's not owned by Meta. I think that they went offline yesterday to transfer all the data over to Meta servers, and that's why all of this is back up and running so seamlessly. I don't know. Let's wait and see what happens.